Hey guys, Vegas Chrissy here. Vegas Chrissy on Weight Watchers, just to give you guys an update. Also, today we're gonna go to Chili's restaurant, and again, it's always a challenge to go out to eat, so I thought I would do some vlogs on what I eat when I go out to eat. So yes, my buddy had a gift card, so she mentioned, do you want to go to Chili's today? And I thought, yes. And you know what helps on Weight Watchers, for me at least? I normally keep my meals, breakfast and lunch, very low, if not 0 points, because I like to save it for dinner. And of course, because I like to drink my wine as well. So today, knowing I was gonna have a restaurant meal on dinner, I definitely had 0 points today. So for breakfast, I decided to go back and do the sugar thing as far as 0 point sugar fruit. So I did a no sugar added applesauce, that Musselman's apple cinnamon sauce. Oh my God, it's so freaking good. I need to go back to the super center and get it because they don't have it at the neighborhood here, at least the neighborhood market, Walmart. And then I did housekeeping, and then I got home and I had 2 boiled eggs, some jalapeno mixed with some mustard, apple cider vinegar, and tahini, because I'm really weird that way. But it is so good, and it's all 0 points, and it kept me satiated until dinner time here at Chili's. So I have a few options I was thinking about having. I was checking out the Weight Watchers app because I like that Weight Watchers has all the restaurants, at least a huge amount of restaurants on their app. So I'm very impressed with that. I think I ran into one that it was not on the list, but it was kind of an obscure restaurant anyway, so I wasn't expecting it, but I thought I would give it a shot, and I didn't have it, so I just looked up something similar. So I also had my physical done last week, and so that was, it's been a while, it's overdue, and I talked to the doctor about what I'm doing, because I also like to ground myself, literally put my feet to the ground, and it does help with my old lady stuff. My hot flashes completely go away if I ground myself at least 15 minutes a day. So I put my bare feet to the cement, is all I've got here in Vegas. I don't have any grass. I used to have grass, but we got rid of it because it's drought area over here. So anyway, and she also had said at my age, make sure you are, working out, lifting heavy weights and stuff like that. And I thought, it kind of works out that my jobs are physical. So I told her that I'm doing the grocery store job, and I'm also doing housekeeping. And with both, I'm either, carrying heavy buckets or carrying heavy totes, because I'm doing the online grocery shopper thing, and sometimes we have to carry heavy waters. So far so good. The test came out pretty decent. Typical, I always have my cholesterol's high, but it's always the good is high too. The bad and the good are always high. So the doctors have always said that kind of counteracts each other. So they never thought to put me on any kind of cholesterol medication. My blood pressure, it is a little high, but she had said if you can keep it at this, level, and it doesn't go up to this high consistently, then you should be okay. And for some reason, my glucose showed out of range. Not by much though, but it was weird because I'm like, that's strange. That was the only thing that showed out of range besides the cholesterol situation. But then my A1C, I think it's called, showed up very much in range, very much normalized. And when I talked to a lady I claim for that's a nurse, she goes, yeah, it could have been just a one-time thing that you had maybe when you were fasting could cause that. It's nothing of concern if this is at this level, so you're totally fine. So I'm like, okay, so far so good on the physical, and I'm glad to know that. And in the notes, the doctor did say, continue to eat lean meats, fruits, vegetables, all that stuff. So I'm like, well, continue to do Weight Watchers then, because that's what I told her I was doing is Weight Watchers, and I've lost 30 pounds so far. So I am wearing my old jeans that I couldn't fit into for a while again. I've been on the same weight though on the scale lately. That's why I decided to go back and do the sugar deck. Something that kind of kickstarts my plateau. And I also think the reason why I might kickstart the plateau is because I'm not having a lot of salt, and girlfriend likes a lot of salt. So I seriously will have my popcorn with tahini and hot sauce. Like everything's got to have tahini and hot sauce. My soybeans, my edamame beans, yes. Tahini and hot sauce. So I'm like, everything has got to be salty. So I'm like, yeah, sometimes I need to give myself a break on the salt. And so sometimes when I do the fruit in the morning, that offsets the sodium intake that I will be doing later today. So I have a few options I'm going to look at on the menu today at Chili's. I'm going to see if they can substitute, if I do end up with this one particular meal, if I can substitute the rice for either more beans, watch it out people, or more vegetables. So we'll see how that plays out. And let's go to Chili's and show you options. So let's go. Well, guys, I'm starting out as far as a drink, just a water with lemon. So I was perusing the menu, and actually, when I was looking at the app, I'm gonna go with the margarita grilled chicken, but it only shows 10 points. I think I'm just gonna eat it as is with the rice. Yeah, because I allotted my points for that. Yeah, so it's on the guiltless grill. So I could have done the sirloin and had that with the vegetables, but I just felt like having the chicken, the grilled chicken with the rice and beans. That just sounded good. Other options obviously were, they do a soup and salad as well, which isn't so bad, but for some reason this seemed to be the lowest in points, so I decided to go with that one. If I did end up getting the salad, I would have done dressing on the side, and now do like a, take my fork, dip it into the dressing, and then dip it into the salad. So you'd have a little bit of dressing. Anyway, I'll show you the meal when it comes out. This fajita also looks like a good option, and I did see that was low in points, but it did not include the tortillas and well, obviously not the sauce as well, but just this plate alone is perfect. All right, guys, my meal has arrived. Look how delicious this looks. Very low. I can see why it is at most 10 points. Of course, I'm gonna ordain it with this Tabasco and some lime juice, of course. This looks so good. I might, if I don't finish this, I'm definitely gonna have a little goodie for later today. If not, I'm going to keep the rest of my points today at 0. So there you guys go. All right, guys, our review. I was going to save half of my meal for dinner, like later dinner, like dinner part 2. I know, I inhaled it again. Like, what the hell? It was so good. So I'm a satiated, middle-aged Weight Watchers lady. And your broccoli, she shared her broccoli with me. That was good. I shared my black beans with her, but I actually doused it with Tabasco and forgot to tell you. My bad. Just saying. Anyway, that was really delicious, guys. So next time, because we have a little bit left on our gift card credit, so
Coinstar thing,
yeah, from the Coinstar, and so I might actually do the sirloin. I just wasn't in the mood for a steak today. I was in the mood for the chicken, but the sirloin would. Yeah, that's true, and that can make it completely very low in points. Maybe during a happy hour too, so I can have some wine on top of that. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. It's time to go play some Keno at the Green Valley Ranch Casino over here. I just rhymed. Until then, bye everybody.